Hi everyone, I'm Ian. I'm from Not the Shadows, the band that cover the instrumentals and the classics of that famous 60s group. And I want to talk to you today about some pickups I actually fitted them last year to my sort of 61 replica Fender Strat, my workhorse for the band. I started off with ceramic pickups and I didn't like those. They're a little bit too bright. I moved on to some Fender custom shop 54s, I think they were, and I found those a little bit too thick, a little bit too meaty, a little bit too warm for some of the Shads numbers. I wanted to try and recreate that quite raw sound that Hank Marvin got on the early recordings, very often referred to as that sound. I think I've got relatively close. I use a Blue Nebula effects unit by Stanley Effects. I've got on my pedal board a Boss EQ200 that just allows me to tweak the parameters a little bit, the frequency parameters. And that's about it. When I'm gigging, I play through an AC15 or AC30, depending on the venue. And when I'm at home here practicing recording, I tend to use a Boss Katana. Yeah, for those nerds, I only use the panel on the top. I don't worry about patches for the Boss Katana. I just use it as a good old-fashioned amplifier. So, as I say, I wanted to talk about these Alan Entwistle pickups that I have in this guitar. I fitted the AS57s in here. I've gone through various pickups, and I'm really happy with these. So what they tend to do is really bring out some of the clean tones of the Shads. I get quite a raw sound from them. But it's not too glassy, it's not too bright. Real nice happy medium. So if you want to get that early Shads tone, I really do recommend these AS57s. You can get them in the noiseless variety. Alan Entwistle does a noiseless version. They're a little bit deeper, so you need to have the pickup routings a little bit deeper. So bear that in mind. But both are really good. I don't have the AS57 noiseless in here. I've just got the standard AS57s. The noiseless ones I have heard and played through, and one of my colleagues in my band uses them. So they're still very good pickups. They do give you a slightly different tone. So if you want those early Shads tones, AS57s. I can't recommend them highly enough. Let's run over a few of those wonderful sounds that I get to see if you recognise them without any backing tracks, and then I'm going to play you a tune, and you can tell me if you think that these have captured that original early 60s sound. So I've got bridge pickup, and famous one on bridge pickup was going to be Apache. So we've got a sound a little bit like this. Lovely tone we get from these pickups. I'll tell you another one that we could try. Wonderful Land. That lovely breakup. One thing that is very good with these AS57s is they're absolutely wonderfully clean. But when you do drive them, they can give a little bit of breakup and really come alive. And I love them, especially when we do this one. So the intro of this one, Wonderful Land. drive these, so they're great. Another tune that that I quite liked, that I thought we'd have a go at, is using a middle pickup. The Shads don't tend to use middle pickup too much, but one that would work would be a number called Shindig. So it would go a little bit like this. So yeah, that was the middle pickup. There's another number that we do from the Shads that features the neck pickup, and it has a slightly different EQ setting. So I've got that ready now, hence the quick break. Yeah, it's a tune called Dance On. It was a #1 hit for the Shads in 1960. And yeah, they use the neck pickup, and it gives a really nice thick sound, but the way the EQ was set, you kind of lose the mid, so it's a bit empty in the middle space, but great sound. See what you think. Lovely tunes, lovely tones. Look, I could go on about this all day, but let's just play you a tune, shall we? Alan Entwistle pickups, AS57s. If you want to play Shads music, they're the ones to go for. Fantastic. Here's Man of Mystery. Oh, wait, don't go anywhere. We use JCR guitar straps. So if anybody would love some of these custom made guitar straps, these are made just for Not the Shadows. And the lady that makes them does them for all the stars. And idol of mine, Chesney Hawkes, has them as well. So yeah, JCR guitar straps. Drop us a message if anybody's interested. I'll put you in touch with the lady that makes them. Fantastic.